So if you've been in and around Atlanta, you've probably heard people talk about the Beltline. What is it? What does it mean? Today, in this episode, we're going to talk about what the Atlanta Beltline is and how it's changing Metro Atlanta neighborhoods. First up, let's talk about the history of the Atlanta Beltline and what it is. It's actually an old railroad that encircled the greater Atlanta area that is in disuse. So there was a Georgia Tech student that did a master's thesis in 1999 saying, hey, let's reuse this area for walking and biking paths through all the Metro Atlanta neighborhoods for transit, for fun, and all the different things. Gained a lot of traction in the local community and government leaders and all the different areas in Metro Atlanta area. So in 2005, an Atlanta Beltline Incorporated was brought to life, and therefore now there's a whole coalition that is behind this idea and overseeing the project's implementation over the next several years. So where is it now? The current state of the Beltline today, there are several sections that have been completed that are getting a lot of action for recreational enthusiasts, whether you're a one-wheeler like myself, biker, walker, runner, anything like that. We've got the East Side Trail, the West Side Trail, the North Side Trail, and then it also connects to bigger parks like the historic 4th Ward and DH Stand. So one thing that is really cool, if you've been in and around Atlanta, there's lots of community art, public artworks put all over the place, and there are some really cool art installations along the Beltline, along with some really cool festivals that are starting to come about, like the Lantern Festival. Economic impact, this area along the Beltline has totally increased real estate property values for not just commercial, but also residents. So if you've bought anything around or surrounding or connected to the Beltline, the increase of your property value is through the roof. And that is bringing a ton of money to the area. As we see on the Beltline, some of the biggest, most famous restaurants are getting placed right on the Beltline. One of the most popular sections is the Ponce City Market. That is an amazing feat in itself. This food hall, community, livable space is awesome, and it connects all the way to Krog Market, which is another community, living, and food hall for your shopping pleasure, and they connect one of the most visited thoroughfares on the Beltline today. Over $6 billion has been invested privately into the Beltline around the surrounding areas with the goal of reaching $10 billion. That's a whole lot of billions. So if you're somebody who is looking to buy a piece of real estate, whether you're looking to invest or you're looking for a private residence, I am also a real estate professional that works the Metro Atlanta area, as you have found my channel. So if you need help, book a 15-minute Zoom call with me in the description below. Community and cultural impact, there is a lot of connectivity with that, saying there's 45 neighborhoods connected to the Beltline. That's a whole lot of houses, that's a whole lot of communities, and there's another community too, as the art on the Beltline has a whole big program called Art on the Atlanta Beltline, and this is the biggest one in the South. As a local real estate professional, I get questions about the Beltline all the time. One of them is, how long does it take to walk the Beltline? About an hour and a half. What are the best places to go on the Beltline? Probably Ponce City Market or Krog City Market, because both of them have food halls, great to meet up, friends, family, or you need some solo time. And in my opinion, the best recreation on the Beltline, just because I like to do it, is I love to one wheel. And a one wheel is an electric skateboard with a big tire in the middle, geared by a gyroscope motor inside the actual tire. And it's just a floaty piece of fun. Get around the Beltline, listen to some music, hang out with friends. There's a whole gang that you will see riding on the Beltline. Where is it going? Well, the future looks really bright for the Beltline, as this 22-mile loop will be finished, as they're saying. Now we all know what that means is they say 2030, and maybe 2035, maybe 2040, who knows? But they're certainly making a ton of progress, and they're gonna add parks, more transit, they're even adding a light rail. So what's the long-term impact that the Beltline is going to have on the city of Atlanta? It's going to connect this urban landscape, and it's going to transform a lot of the economic areas that are surrounded around this. And one of the things that is still kind of looming is affordable housing along the Beltline, as some of these different neighborhoods were lower income areas, and now they might get pushed out. If this video was helpful, if you learned a little bit, drop us a comment below. If we missed something, drop a comment below. But we've got a whole playlist curated for Atlanta. Check this out right here. And as always, my name is Greg Ode with Best Life Atlanta. Peace.